Hi guys, this is Dennis, and today we will talk about two web app builders. These are Pory.io and Softr. So if you are building your no-code project and you are still looking out which tool is better, is it Pory.io or is it Softr, then this video is for you, because today we will have a deep look at each strengths and weaknesses and compare them to each other. So to the end of the video, we will find out for which use case, in which use case they have their strength. So in the last video, I did a comparison, or I told why I chose Softr and quitted my Webflow subscription, and in between I found out that there was actually another tool that is doing like the same like Softr, and this is Pory.io. So I wanted to find out what's behind Pory.io, and to do so I defined a project that I want to build, and it's a web app based on Airtable as a database. I want to build a book directory for lectures recommended by entrepreneurs and lecture recommended for entrepreneurs. So it's like an entrepreneurial library. And I also want something like a user-generated content as a feedback loop, so users can recommend also their favorite entrepreneurial books, and they can also upvote the existing recommendations, so that if you enter the website you can easily see which book provides the most value for the community overall. For this project I chose the following NoCode Architecture. So first of all, I did some manual research about entrepreneurs for the scope of this video. I just limited myself to 3 specific entrepreneurs, and I did some research on their favorite books, put them to Airtable, the ISBN codes, and then I set up an Integromat workflow. So Integromat is sending a request to Airtable, and Airtable sends the ISBN to Integromat. Then Integromat grabs the ISBN, is sending a request to Google Books API, and then is receiving the specific book details back, like cover, title, description, and so on. And then I put this book details here back to the existing records in Airtable, and finally build a web app based on this information. Doing so, I had something like a problem that not all information that Google sent back were accurate and complete. So for example, here at the beginning of Infinity, I didn't receive an accurate title and description. And so I set up another Airtable view with entries where I know that everything is valid. This is fine. These are information I can put online. So okay, that's it actually. So let's get into Softr.io and Pory comparison. So first of all, we can choose a template from a library. Here Softr provides you lots of different templates for web apps, also for websites. Pory also provides you with a library of templates. It's here. In Softr you have more options to choose from. Anyway, today we don't have to choose from an existing template. I already prepared something for you. So let's close this one and open this project. So actually what I prepared is just a header, and I also connected my Airtable database already. Oh, let's delete this one, also this one. Okay, now it's fine. So now it's quite easy to build a list. Here if we click at a section, at a block, we can choose which kind of section we want to add actually. And as you can already see, we have lots of different templates given here. And we want to build a list with upvoting functionalities. So let's add this one. Okay, now we already have our list at hand. We choose our database, it's funders books. It's a books table and validated and ready view. And we want to sort this by votes, descending, items per page. Let's take 12. Non-conditional filters. And here it's recommended by. So here now we choose where are our filters. It's recommended by. And here we have to put in our filter options manually. And Mark Zuckerberg. Fine. Let's delete this one. Now we will define the specific fields here, like image, header, and so on. And here it's cover. And this is something like where Softr needs to improve, in my opinion, because if I scroll down with my mouse now, you may not know, but in between this two is like scroll sections is cover, and I need to find the cover, so I have to scroll down and up and maybe select this one and then scroll up again, and now here's cover. So this is really some pain here when selecting your custom fields. But anyway, let's move on. But what you can already see that it's it's really intuitive. Now we have the same issue once again with the text field. So let's scroll up and scroll down. And now the votes. That's it. And you can also add some additional custom fields here. So let's have a look. Here you can see an additional field. And let's delete this one once again. Here the book covers don't look right in my opinion. So we can just click here on the painting icon and just change the design to size contain, and now it's looking better already. And you can also do some adjustments also for the other fields when clicking on this painting icon, but I think this is fine. Yeah, so now we already set up our book directory and also our first filters. Let's move over to Pory. So let's add a new section. Pory also provides you an existing library of section templates, and you can also see that the section library is seems not as big as the one from Softr. Anyway, let's choose Airtable list template, this one here. Okay, let's set up our Airtable. I want to connect my own base. Both tools give you the opportunity to copy their template base. So if you're working with a template of one of their templates, they can also copy a matching template. But I have my own already, and I want to connect it. It's this one. This is my content table, sort by field name, votes, descending, and filters table. This is one of the differences, because in Pory you don't have to set up or have to type in every filter option manually in the web app builder. You can just click here. You can define a filters table in your Airtable database. So in the beginning, I thought this was the more annoying solution, but actually it's the more intelligent one, because going this way, you can manage your website from within Airtable. You don't always have to go into your tool and add these options. I think this is much easier done within Airtable. Okay. Save. Yeah, in Pory you always have to save what you have done. Now we are going to add our cards. Set up our title. Title is set. Subtitle, it's description. We don't need this one. This one is cover, and we want to use tags. Okay. So here you can see that we have a card here where details are missing, and this is one reason why for me Softr is a more advanced solution. Because of the deeper Airtable integration in Softr, you can choose a specific view. And like I have here, I have this specific view where I only have that book titles, where I have all the information required to have to design list cards that have all the information. But anyway, it's also quite easy to build up here your own book directory. As you can see, it's already done. And the next step is now this feedback mechanism. So we can now integrate a form. Where is it? It's here. Okay. If you want to integrate the form in Pory, they have another approach than Softr. So here you will have to use embedded code. So in Airtable, you will set up your form and click here, share, preview. No, it's not preview, sorry. Embed this form. Then you copy this code here and put it down here, edit section, form, and put in your own form and close. So, yes, going back to Softr, scroll down, add a block, click on form and add this one to page. So here we still have to match the input fields to our Airtable database, and if we do so, this information will be sent back to our Airtable database, so we don't have to embed our Airtable forms here, and for me personally it has a more professional look. And this was the fast run through Pory versus Softr. Let's go back to our presentation. So what are the strengths and weaknesses? I won't highlight everything here. And for me, at Pory for me has the smart approach for filter management. And what I didn't show here, that it's also more flexible if you want to change between different designs for list elements. Because as you might have seen in Pory, you are not able to add additional custom fields to your card designs, which is actually possible in Softr, as we have seen. But Pory makes it easier to change between different card designs. It still knows which information you already matched to their templates. Where in Softr, if you change your design, your list design, your card design, you will have to match all the fields once again. So there's a point for Pory. On the other side, for the strengths of Softr against Pory are that you have more templates and functions in general. From my point of view, it's also more intuitive. It has a deeper Airtable integration. You have two different asset libraries, once for photos and once for graphics. While in Pory you only have one library, it's Pexel, which is also really nice that they have this integration, to be honest. And another strength of Softr was that the list elements can be enhanced by custom fields. So let's talk about the weaknesses. Pory is not that intuitive as Softr from my point of view, and I also didn't like these manual saving processes, because actually when working with SaaS tools I'm used to auto savings. And the weaknesses of Softr for me is the navigation of drop-down menus is really painful, and I'm also quite surprised that this is still that painful, because actually their solution is quite advanced. And I also didn't like the manual process for setting up and maintain filter options, so that you have to copy each filter option from Airtable into Softr and copy and paste and copy and paste. And this is really annoying. And I think the Pory way is much smarter. So in conclusion, Pory is a really promising competitor in an emerging segment of web app builders with Airtable database. While on the other hand, Softr is clearly the more advanced solution in terms of templates, in terms of function, that has some small issues that needs to be improved. We've talked about it. Anyway, I would like to know your opinion about Pory, about Softr. What do you think about the tools? What do you like? What do you dislike? Do you think there's also another tool I should have a look at? And if you have any other kind of feedback, suggestions, ideas for my next video, let me know. I'm looking forward to your feedback. Thank you.